Welcome to Occasionally Posh, where we enjoy life, laughs, and shenanigans. I'm your girl, Chassie B.
And I'm SunShyne. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. We superly appreciate your support. Superly is not a word. But we appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in to our live episode last week. It was amazing. If you did not catch it, please go listen to it or watch it. It's on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatever podcast you got, it's on there. All right. And we on iHeartRadio. We waiting on Pandora. Pandora, what's taking you so long? Anywho, thanks. And of course, our first
segment
is foreplay. Go, Chastity.
Okay. Would you rather burn all of your taste buds or burn all of your fingertips?
Burn off kind of question is that?
A good question.
I would rather burn my fingertips, I guess. You don't have handicap now. So. I'll tell you that story another day. But burning your tongue, that's just too many sensations. What is wrong with me? I can't talk.
You got old.
But yeah, I think I'd rather have my tongue, so I burn my fingertips. Hey, at least if I get caught up in a drive-by, they can't fingerprint me.
So we know that if she lose all of her fingertips and a drive-by just randomly happens, we know who done it. I'm just saying.
And watch your back. Watch your back. What about you?
Because I'm greedy and I like to taste food, I'm say fingertips. Like, just get rid of them.
I think I agree. All right, my question is, would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or 10 years older from the neck down? Chastity.
I'm going to say neck down, because then I'm going to get these bras that make my boobs stick out like cones. So I'm going to have cone boobs.
I feel attacked. I feel attacked, okay? You know how hard it is to find brown bras with these boobs? Trust me, you do not want the cones.
They're gonna be like, oh, look at her with her cone boobs and her pretty face. I'll be like, hey.
I can't. I simply cannot. I can't.
Okay.
I would rather look 10 years older from the neck down because I can cover that up. I can't cover my face. Okay? And shoot, most of the time, it's dark anyway. You ain't gonna see it. So.
Right.
Let's I'm stepping on my nipple.
You trip over and fall. And slipped on my nipple.
Right, unless I did that. I'd rather, from neck down. What about y'all? Y'all comment below, whatever you... Just tell us what you think. My no talking self.
It's been a long week. I thought today was Tuesday. I forgot today was even recording day.
I was sitting over there this morning. I said, oh, snap, we record today. That's probably why I done tore my arm up. We ain't gonna go there.
Oh, we gonna go there because you done seen it too many times.
For those quickly, I found out why you need men in your life. Or why you don't need why you don't need to be so independent. My husband get on me all the time because I'm too daggone independent. Today I proved to myself that I am too daggone independent. So first of all, I was leaving the house this morning. And I was, my mind was in mom mode. Like, oh man, today I need to go to the grocery store. Jackson needs some new diapers. I need to go to the gym. Just that list you run through your head. Well, of course, I was running it through my head while I was pushing the button for the garage door to open and me to back up. But I forgot to let the garage door finish doing what it was doing. And I ran into it. And then it's all off it just ain't even on the little track thing at all. It's like doing like this. That's the first problem. So I took him to daycare and came back and I called myself, I'm going to fix this so I ain't got to hear my husband's mouth. that I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. And I tried to fix it. I'm pushing up on the corner where the glass is. Didn't realize my hand was on the glass. And as I was pushing up on the door trying to get it back on the track, I broke the glass, and the glass fell down all in my coat and my shirt and stuff, and it cut my wrist. So I got 2 cuts on this part of my wrist, and one of them got stitches in it. I had to go to Central Carolina today. Y'all know how much I hate one.
You should just let me do it. I would have got some thread and a needle, and I would have soaked it in some vodka.
You know what? She's trying to kill me.
And then I would have did it. But before I did it, I would have numbed you by punching you in your stomach.
You know what? On to the next segment. So for those of y'all that know the words of prayer, pray for my arm, because right now I can't feel one of my fingers and I can't grab nothing. So, and I'm looking
like you got a can of beer in your hand. You want something?
I wish I
You want a
did.
drink? Want a drink?
A drink would help a lot right now. Anywho, on to the next segment. We're going to go to our What's Happening Now.
What's up?
And first on the agenda is to talk about my weight loss journey. So for those who have been listening to the podcast, you know that I have went through bariatric surgery.
Woo!
And it's been a rough journey, I ain't gonna lie. But I have lost 25 pounds since I started the liquid diet. So initially when I went to the hospital, of course I had to go on the liquid diet, and initially that was rough because I couldn't eat and I was hungry as I don't know what. And then I got the surgery, and as soon as I woke up from the surgery, I was like, what in the entire HE double hockey sticks have I got myself into? I was in so much pain that poor nurse, she almost, I think she was so nice. Rex Hospital was really good. She was really, really nice. But they had to give me every drug they had in the hospital because I was in so much pain. Oh, it was terrible. But by the time they got me through and got me to my room and got my med regimen going and things like that, I was pretty good to go. So now the hardest part is getting in my intake. I'm literally never hungry. Like, I might get hungry once every 3 days now, which I guess is a good thing, but kind of not really, because you can't really desire to get in your protein, which is what they driving you 24/7 to do, when you don't get hungry. So I'm supposed to get in between 80 grams to 120 grams of protein a day. I'm probably getting in like 55, 60. I know it's terrible. But that of course I can't, the first 2 weeks I couldn't eat anything still, so I still had to drink protein shakes. I still had to, drink unsalted broths. It's just not good. Things of that nature. So last week they moved me to a puree diet, which ain't really much better. It's a little bit better. I can do things like mashed potatoes, and I can't eat flaky fish and things of that nature. But I tried to puree some chili the other night. It ain't no cause.
Like chili beans, chili.
Yes.
Why?
Cause it smelled so good.
Drake.
Don't judge me. Don't do that. But I tried to puree some chili beans, and when I tell you all that stuff almost got spewed around here like I was the exorcist. I was like, this is not of God, okay? So pretty much what I'm living on right now is protein shakes and stuff like sugar-free Jell-O, sugar-free pudding. I can do that. I can't have flaky fish, but I can't even finish a whole piece of fish. So on and so forth. They got protein water. I don't really like it though. It's got a weird taste. So on and so forth. But it's been good. The doctor said I'm doing a good job, and like I said, I've lost 25 pounds. So whenever I get this Beyonce body, I hope it be worth it.
She's not gonna be the Beyonce. I'm still gonna be the Beyonce.
That's killing.
Beyonce.
That's killing.
I think you're ready for this journey.
At least I didn't say you was Michelle. Ain't nothing wrong with Michelle. Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't saying it was something wrong with her. I just said.
I'm not godly enough to be Michelle.
Honey, don't get me started. I do like her voice though. I almost like her voice better than Beyonce. Don't look at me like that. I ain't talking about the strength. Beyonce is a beast. She's the vocal beast of the group. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the tone of Michelle's voice. I really like it. It's unique. Beyonce got something that any voice that everybody else can have, in my opinion. As far as the tone, now, don't come for me, Beehive. Don't do that. I'm talking about the tone of a voice.
Don't worry, Beehive. Don't worry.
But it's been good. If anybody have any questions or anything about it, I'll be more than willing to help you and give you some resources and things of that nature. And don't be ashamed. Do what you got to do for you.
I know that's right.
Because can't nobody else live your life.
I know that's right. So since you've got it, do you feel like you have more energy now?
I don't feel as tired now. I'm still working on my vitamin regimen. That's the other problem, because you pretty much you have to take vitamins for the rest of your life after you have most of the. I think all of the surgery you have to take vitamins for the rest of your life, and for the first 3 months they have to be chewables. And then one of them is good. It tastes like a chocolate piece of candy, so I don't mind that piece. But the other 3, they are chalky. They taste like bad Flintstone vitamins, and 2 of them is this big. God. Now the vitamin D, it's a real small pill. I don't mind it, but they call it an ADET, which gives you all your vitamins, your A, D, E, and whatever K vitamins, and it's one more that's real big for my mind. Oh, the iron. The iron is really big. It's terrible. Last night I tried just sucking on it, just sucking it all the way down, but.
And iron pills are nasty, like, in general.
Right.
So I could just imagine, oh, God.
Yeah.
I never took my iron pills.
So, I have to go back to the doctor in February, and they'll do my labs to make sure that my levels are right. So, I have to get to the point where I'm taking them right. But I feel pretty good for the most part. The only thing that's been a little weird that I didn't know could happen is that after you have the surgery, of course, your body gas-wise is just a whole new level. It takes, I'm trying, a whole new level. You hear me? I'm burping Fart City. Just saying. More burp than fart. But the gas, I guess it can travel up to your shoulder area. And so I've been having like a shoulder neck pain. I done had to bring out my little TENS unit, because when I lay down, it just hurts. It feels
How
like
the gas get right
I don't know, but they said whatever it do, it travels and it can cause pain in your neck and shoulder area, and it does. It don't bother me as long as I'm sitting up. But when I lay down, I'm over there like pillow here, heating pad here.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm ready for that part to go away, so I can sleep good.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
Because when I had my first appointment, I was like, I don't know if it's related, but since I had my surgery, I've been having this really bad shoulder neck pain. She was like, yep, that's related. I was like, really? Why? She told me it was a gas. I was like, oh. It's a whole new level.
So what you need to do is do this so it burps out.
Right.
You're like, get over there.
So now the next thing I need to work on is get my butt to the gym, which that was the plan today until I cut myself up. But yeah.
Trying to be grown.
But anyway, that's enough about me. If you got any questions, just inbox me.
And occasionally posh. What is it? Occasionally posh at gmail.com.
Or message me. And I'll be happy to answer your questions, Lord Jesus.
And if you want to know how to get cone boobs,
oh God,
you can message me.
I can't.
And
You ever seen Beaches? Was it Beaches when Bette Miller had the That's what she trying to look like. Well, her cone was gonna be stuffed.
Don't come for the double D's. Don't come for the double D's.
Oh man, you're right. Anywho, so the next part of our what's happening in segment is it's interesting. You know, usually women complain about men not choosing them over their friends and homeboys or whatever. But in this case, it was the boyfriend who stated that he was upset with the girl for not choosing him.
As he should.
I think she wrong. But anywho.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should have been upset.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, first, it's, if you can read it, it says, hey, babe, what's going on? I called you 3 times. She said, I'm at Judy's baby shower. It's loud over here, and are you okay? He said, babe, I had a bad day today. Remember Tevin? He was in a car accident and the driver fled and he is on life support. She said, wow, babe, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sorry you had a bad day. Are you going to see Tevin? He said, I can't. They won't let friends see him, and that's why I'm hurting. I'm
Oh,
here
bitch,
20 years, and he always been there for me. I'm crushed and scared for him. His sister said it's bad, and they may take him off tonight. Wow, babe, I'm so sorry. He said, is the baby shower almost over? Because I need you. I'm breaking down. Which, you know, if a man tell you they breaking down, that's pretty serious.
They already done broke down.
Right. She said, no, babe, she has a lot of gifts and they're about to start opening them. Then I promised her I'll help her clean up afterwards. I'll be another 2 hours or so. Babe, please just come home. I am feeling really low and I need a hug and comfort from you. I feel lightheaded and dizzy. I'm not handling this well. You can't have someone else help. I need you. She like, just eat some. First of all, why?
Food makes you happy.
Oh, okay. Just eat some. Put a warm towel over your head and relax, babe. I promise I will be home soon. 2 more hours and I'll speed right home. Do I need to keep reading all this? Babe.
You can sum it up.
So she was like, babe, so pretty much she like, your grandma passed. I was there for you. Blase, blase. And she like, are you kidding me? How could you bring up my grandma? You know. It's not the same. You know, that's just a childhood friend. You ain't seen them. So on and so forth. And so she said, I can't stop everything. I have obligations. And I said, I'll be there in a couple hours. So she got an attitude now. He said, I'm good. Stay at your coworkers. I'll call someone else. Thank you for showing me your true colors. Which it didn't take 2 years to see it. She pretty much said, wow, you will call someone else? Is that a threat? You acting like, are you giving me soft ultimatums? Nah, that seemed pretty hard.
Yeah, that seemed hard. That was soft.
She said, so don't text me anymore. You clearly speaking from an emotional state. I'll let you cope. Get well. I'll get my stuff tomorrow morning. He was like, that's all right. Your stuff be out there outside. And pretty much she was like, do not touch my stuff. I'm serious. I'll be over there. He said, when I'm telling you I'm feeling down, you busy, but I tell you your clothes on the line, you gonna hurry right on over there. She said, my clothes are expensive, so now all she care about is the clothes. Mm-hmm. But I'm on my way. You at the brand new. And he said, oh, you ain't seen Unbelievable, aka you ain't seen Brand New. So Chase, what you think?
I just feel like, so in the text message, he also said that one time, whenever the grandma had died, he was doing a basketball tournament or something, and he left the basketball tournament to be with her. And she was saying you can't compare apples to tomatoes and all this kind of stuff, but yes, you can. If I call you and need you in that moment and you're supposed to be my significant other, you need to drop what you're doing. Forget your friends, and your friends should understand.
Right.
Especially something that serious. Right. I mean,
and you can't gauge how he's feeling about the situation based on, because that was your grandma and that's his childhood friend. Either way, it was somebody that you obviously were close to. So it doesn't even really matter at the end of the day who it was. What matters is that he was upset he needed you, and you chose a coworker's baby shower over your significant other, which makes entirely no sense.
None.
So yeah, I agree with him.
Hey OPs, are you looking for that perfect look but also want to pay the perfect price? Check out Sale Dress. Sale Dress is an international online fashion community store who mainly focus on providing women's apparel and accessories at the most competitive prices. So if you're looking for a everyday look, a club look, or that perfect Sunday dress, check out Sale Dress at www.saledress.com. And guess what, OPs? For our listeners, you can get 10% off all purchases with the special promo code OP20. That is OP20. Thanks, Sale Dress, for sponsoring our podcast.
Bye. Deuces.
Bye.
But I'm going to put your clothes outside. You coming right on over though.
Right. But
see where your priorities lie.
Like she could have said, you know what, like I'm finishing up here. Even if it had took 2 hours, you could have just been like, I'm finishing it up here. I'll be there as soon as possible. And then tell Judy, or whatever her name is, I can't help you clean up. My boyfriend is going through some stuff. You don't necessarily have to drop everything at that moment, but she didn't even care. She's like, I gotta clean up.
No, she didn't care at all.
Open these presents. Forget those presents.
Right.
Forget little baby.
Baby, yeah.
My friend over here about to die. You worried about a baby shower.
Right, that part.
Dirty.
Yeah. What y'all think out there? Y'all think she wrong, he wrong, they wrong? I think she wrong.
She wrong.
I mean, I don't know if he had to go as far as break up with her, but
I probably would have.
yeah, you probably right. Talking about being emotional, I'd have been emotional too.
What you mean?
I've been sitting out there in the driveway.
That would have been that day. That day, I would have brought up everything you done in the past. Like, you remember that time you cooked them green beans and you put too much salt on it? You was trying to kill me then. You ain't never cared about my blood pressure.
Right. You didn't care about me at all. So, right now. Yeah, he was definitely wrong.
Yes.
But in other news, you know, I was kind of torn about this topic because, you know, I don't want people to think that we just talk about how bad, you know, white people got it or how good they got it.
Yeah, how good they got it.
But it just keep coming up. This is the world we live in. Mm-hmm. So I was, you know, scrolling TMZ like I do, and I found this video that was really interesting. And this white man, was stopped. His name was Mirak Burr. I guess that's how you say it. Mirak, whatever it was.
She-rat.
He was stopped by two officers, and they tried to get him to get out the car, and he wouldn't. So I'm gonna insert the video so y'all can watch it.
Gun right there.
Whoa! There's rights to this.
Get out.
There are rights to this.
You have a rights to this. Get out.
Hold up, right there. My hands are up. My hands are up. No,
you got it.
This is on body cam. You have body cam, sir.
Put your hands over your eyes.
Do you have body cam?
Put your hand over your eyes.
Do you have body cam, sir?
Put your hands over your eyes.
Yeah,
I will send this dog on you.
I will shoot you.
Don't
Go!
grab that
Hey,
gun.
you have rights too. Hey, you have rights too. You have rights too.
Don't you dare.
You have rights to
Don't you dare.
You know that. You know that.
Right, you have
Okay. Yes, I
Go.
do. And it's
Go.
What I need to do. Hey, you guys grabbed me on this is also a constitutional body cam request.
Can you quit yelling so I can talk to you?
You have a gun for me, sir.
Right now. I need you to relax for me.
I will shoot you if this house. The guy's a threat and hope that you have a body cam. You know this?
He has a
My hands are open. My hands are open. My hands are open.
You need to get out of the car
I
so
do
you
not.
can remove
I
you
do
from that
not.
weapon.
You cannot. No, it is constitutionally owned. I see that.
You have a concealed carry permit.
It is not concealed.
Yes, you
You
did.
can see the weapon. It's right there.
Don't
Body
do
cam.
it.
I'm body
Okay.
cam. What are you afraid of?
Don't do it. Do me a favor. Just please step out of the car. That's all we're asking you to
Oh,
do.
you're asking me to
Yes.
conceal your weapons, please.
No.
This is how we treat each other civilly. This is how we act civilly. You know
Sir.
this. Right eye. Right
Sir.
eye.
You got cover? No. Just
Yes, we do.
don't. Just
Do
please.
you have body cam?
Please.
Do you have body cam? Do you know what
Do not. Don't. Do it.
You know
Don't.
that. You know that. That's not-
Please.
I
Get out of the car. House. Get out.
Hey, that's the double blue, sir. Are you gonna shoot me on double blue?
Just relax.
No,
Please
just relax.
Hey,
There's
please
rights
get out of the car.
There's rights to this. You know there are rights to this.
Listen, we can figure this out. We can talk about this.
Well, this is how you feel about this.
We can't talk about it with you not listening to us.
We're not listening. You're first with the driver.
All I'm asking you to
You're
do,
violating my rights right now. Let go of me!
you just put your hand on a gun, sir.
Whoa, no, you pull a gun on me unconstitutionally.
Please.
And I did my in response. Oh,
We don't want
Please.
to do this, man. Just get out of the car. I'm just asking. We'll get this figured out. Just come out and just get out of the
you
car.
release me now.
You can't do that.
Release it. I have Second Amendment rights.
Okay. Just get out of the car. Come on, come back here. We'll talk about it.
Excuse me, this right here is a reason
We'll
to
get
get
this-
myself cast doctrine. You know that.
We'll get this figured out. Don't do it. Please. Just come on.
Get out of the car, citizen.
Just get out of the car. Just step out.
The gun's down.
No, just step out. Just step out of the car. Just step. Don't do it.
Get out of the car.
You're on double blue. You know what's gonna happen, right?
Just stop.
You need to get out of the car. This is a lawful order. You're going to go to
What a
jail.
gun! A gun point. Oh, take me to jail. Then go ahead.
Just
Go
come
ahead.
on.
You're obstructing.
I can't.
No, you're obstructing. You're pointing a gun at me, sir. Right now, my life's in threat.
Okay. Well, we
I don't
have
see body cam on this, sir. I'm just gonna drive away. I'm not gonna bother anybody.
No, you're
Hands
not.
on the city.
Don't do this.
No.
Don't do it. Don't.
But it's summed up that he refused to put his hands on the steering wheel. He refused to get out the car. He puts his hands on the gun, and then he threatens to shoot the cop twice. Then he closes his car door and speeds away. And they did nothing.
Did they catch him?
Yeah, he's
They did
arrested
catch
now.
him,
That was mudshot.
Oh, ain't it cute?
But I don't understand, like, if that had been a black man, that video would have been one and a half minutes.
If even that long. Like, if even that long.
He would have been drugged out the truck, or they would have done shot him, or tased him, or something. But that man did all that, and they sitting there just reasoning him with him. And like, no, man, it's all right.
Take it out. He was like, if you do that, I'm gonna shoot you. And they're like, just calm down. Let's talk about it. And now this kind of talk about what?
Right.
What are we talking about? And I don't know if you saw this. I was looking at something on social media today, and I guess I missed it somehow. But anyway, a black guy in Ohio just got killed by the police. He was going in a house, and they said that he was riding down the road waving a gun. The family said that he had a Subway sandwich. I don't know what he had. It could have been a gun. It could have been a sub sandwich. But my thing is, this man was running away in his house, and he's dead. This other man was in the car, put his hand on the gun. My bad, I almost hit your hand.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Put his hand on the gun, threatened to shoot y'all, not once, but twice.
Right.
And he's in jail.
Chilling.
After
he drove away.
So
that's resisting arrest.
Resisting and threatening an officer.
Yeah.
But he's alive.
I don't know if I caught it, but do we know why they stopped him in the first place?
I don't know.
I didn't catch that part, but it don't really matter because, yeah, he should be somewhere.
It shows both restraints by the officer.
Yeah, whatever.
Ain't no restraint.
A loaded Beretta 9mm semi-automatic handgun on the front passenger seat. It was at least he knew what he was talking about, I guess, because he was like, "You ain't got no concealed with me." He said, "It ain't concealed. You see it right there."
But the thing is, most black guys that have guns, most black people that have guns, they know their law, they know their rules, the laws, they know their rights and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But they can't argue with
Right.
the police and be like, it's not concealed and all this kind of stuff without them being shot and without white people in the comments talking about they shouldn't have had the gun and all this kind of stuff. Like,
you saying they shouldn't have the guns, but y'all quick to put out that it's y'all right to have weapons at any time. But as soon as a black person got a weapon, then it's an issue.
It's the issue.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Just got the nerves.
Either way, so the world just need to be a better place somehow, some way. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know. We need to have, they have like gay pride fairs. Maybe we need to have stop being racist fairs or something.
I don't know. I don't think I sent this. I did send it to you. The Red Table Talk with
yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Lori, Aunt Becky's daughter. I can't think of her name.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she was on there, and it was. I didn't want to look at it because I wasn't expecting to get what I got out of it. I was actually shocked. And whenever she was talking, she was, basically saying how you kind of know right from wrong, but then whenever you live in an environment where you don't have to deal with that stuff, you don't necessarily know.
Right.
And so she said that all her life she was white privileged, but didn't know that she was white privileged. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like, you live in this life, you hear about white privilege, but you don't necessarily think that you are white privileged.
Right.
And, she said whenever it first happened, whenever it came out, she didn't think that her parents had done anything wrong because she was trying to figure out why everybody was so upset or whatever. But now that she done take the time to go back and, reevaluate everything, she realized that, number one, she did have white privilege and her parents were wrong and what they did. And now she is, like, I guess kind of taking a different stance on things. So I guess some people, they just need things to happen to them for them to understand.
Right. Makes total sense. you know, that's like, you know, to an extent, that's like when people grow up racist, like when they first initially are, you know, in that life, when they were kids and middle schoolers and high schoolers, they was just raised that way, so that's the only way they knew.
Mm-hmm.
Now when they get grown, it's now up to them to learn and grow from their experience. But we have to kind of give them a pass, just a touch, because it's not their fault at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But as long as they can learn and grow in knowledge, you know. And one part of the commercial that I did see about her is when she was saying, you know, we didn't see nothing wrong with it initially because all the kids, all my friends was giving money to schools and getting their names on buildings and getting into school. So me as a teenager, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Right.
Now, I think she may have added her mama into that sentence, which mama did know better.
Right.
But I don't agree with that part. But I can understand from her point of view.
I think, and I think I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, mama did know better, but everybody else does it. And everybody else been doing it all these years.
Right.
Why can't I do it?
Right.
So.
But it's not fair to the other kids who don't have money.
Yeah.
Somebody who ain't barely passing to get into a college, or for them it was like I don't know if it was her story in particular, but a lot of the other kids, they was getting scholarships too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like sports scholarships and stuff. I'm like, why are you getting a scholarship?
And then you got all these other people that work their behinds off and have good grades and try to get into these types of schools and can't get it because their parents don't have the money.
Exactly.
Unless
they really like that star quarterback or whatever that's gonna make the school look real good,
mm-hmm.
which ain't right, because just because you can run don't mean that's the only reason why you need to go to college.
Right. It's true.
It ain't hard work. But yeah, I love Red Table Talk. I need to watch it more often, but I love the platform that it has created and the realness of it.
Yeah, it was interesting because the reason why I sent it to you initially was because the mama was like totally against her coming on there. She was like, I don't understand why she wanted to use the platform of 3 black women to justify what she done. And I was like,
but sometimes as black people we assume that she went on there because it was 3 black women. But in her mind it might have just been, oh, Jada Smith got a Red Table Talk show and I want to be on it.
Yeah.
So we can't assume. I know a lot of times it be right now. I ain't saying it don't be right. But sometimes we gotta watch ourselves, cause we automatically go to the negative. We automatically say it's racist.
But you know, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was on Mama Jada's side too. Right. That's why I didn't want to look at it, cause I was like, why she didn't go on TMZ and speak her piece and all this kind of stuff. Right. But I guess it's because she kind of realized that she had that white privilege, and she probably felt like she owed the black community an apology without actually saying that she was sorry. Right. But you know. But
one thing you can say about Red Table Talk is that it's edited in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when you're on TMZ, they just gonna show the highlights.
Yeah.
And they, you know, even on reality TV, they say that all the time, like, y'all don't get to see the whole story, which is true. We only seeing what people edit. So the one good thing about going on something like Red Table Talk is that it is a platform where you're gonna get the honest whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know. Because if we wasn't going to get the honest whatever it was, and we wouldn't have seen Jada call it an entanglement. Anyway, we're not going to go there.
It was an entanglement.
It was no dang on entanglement.
I'm trying to get an entanglement myself. Trying to be like you, Jada.
Hey, don't you think she would have edited that entanglement right on out, okay? Somebody in the producer would have been like, all right, Jada, entanglement might be a little push. Might be a little bit of a push.
Oh, no. Jada seems like she might be a little hood. She be like, you know, I don't care. Leave it.
Right.
Let them think what they want to think.
My life. I didn't do nothing wrong.
I was just entangled.
Right. But if her and Will was truly separated, I don't see a problem either.
Me either.
The only thing that was weird is because they said that he was hanging around both of them and the family and coming to dinners and stuff. Now that's a little weird.
So I honestly think that they have an open relationship.
But why not just say that then?
But I think that they say it to themselves. It's not everybody else's business. And I feel like all this I've seen, I feel like he knew that it was an open relationship. And he went in there thinking that he could handle it. And he ended up having feelings and got his heart broken.
Which I agree with that. But at the same time, they are celebrities. So now that this information is out, your excuse wasn't good enough.
She got entangled.
No, that ain't good enough. If she would just be real, like, look, just be real with you. It ain't none of y'all business, but we in an open relationship. It was him. That's why Will can't be mad. then would it go okay? But it's just it's too much information in there that ain't clicking.
It's clicking.
They was clicking. It's just too much information. It ain't lining up.
It lined up. I mean, no, it didn't line up. But that was August's fault. You ain't seen none of Will's people come out.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, you probably right. Yeah.
August was like, oh, so they
August
like
didn't sign the
friends.
contract. Will probably got his girl sign the contract.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
He obviously didn't sign that
Mm-mm.
because he be sued out the Wu-Wang right now. And why bring it up now? This was 3-4 years ago.
Right. Because he thought that she was going to leave Will. He thought he had to make her leave penis.
Would you leave Will?
Hell no.
Right. I mean, you ain't bringing nothing. You bringing this little bit compared to Will, this bit.
Right.
You ain't bringing nothing to the... I know y'all think the dick game do everything, but sometimes they don't cover that game. Ain't cover that mansion she living in,
Right,
them
that
cars that she driving, or them bills getting paid.
And the fact that she gets to have an open relationship.
Right.
Like, I get to have my fun. We can do our family stuff. And I get to have my fun. And nobody gets mad. And so August is sitting there bringing his little crybaby ass in here.
I bet she got a contract now.
Betcha she do. Sign us, please.
Non-disclosure. Thank you very much.
ASAP.
Oh, man. Well, speaking about things that don't make sense, we're going to go on to the next segment, which is the audacity. The entire audacity.
Child.
And Chastity brought this one, which I think is pretty interesting.
I was like, what is it? You gonna read it?
Yeah, so it says, hey, y'all, when me and my girlfriend first got together, she was in shape and attractive as hell. After the second baby, she gained over 50 pounds. I work 12 to 16 hours a day while she is at home. A stay-at-home mom, I guess is what he did. Our kids are now 3 and 1. I brought a workout bike, weights, a treadmill the past year. She doesn't use it. I given her hints and even asked her to work out with me, but she is always tired. I was going to propose to her, but I'm turned off now. I work all day and I'm still in shape. She has no excuses for this. I am at the point where if she doesn't lose weight, I have to go. Any advice will help. The picture I use as an example. I didn't want to embarrass her, but you posted it and
Right.
your name's probably up there.
Right.
So they're going to know who you're talking about.
Exactly.
But anywho, Chastity, what you think?
My advice, sir, would be to leave. Leave her alone.
Right.
First of all, she had 2 of your kids that she carried for 18 months.
Right.
9 pigs.
Right.
And then, although she is a stay-at-home mama, that is a whole job by itself.
Right.
And they're toddlers at that. 1 and 3-year-olds get into everything. They probably don't take naps at the same time. And whenever they do take a nap, you're probably trying to clean up the house so it's not a disaster.
Right.
Like, it's so much that goes into being a stay-at-home mama than just
Right.
being there and not doing anything.
Right.
I tried that during COVID and I was ready to go back to work.
Oh, man. I ain't a stay-at-home mom, and I'm tired of my child so bad. Get out! And now he under me more than ever. I turn around, he right there. And I ain't talking about the baby. This is the bad part. I'm talking about the oldest one.
Child,
I
the
can't
ghetto.
imagine. And if you really love her, it shouldn't matter. I mean, I can see it from both sides, both point of views, a little bit. Now,
Yeah.
if he provided her with the things she needs to work out, and her part of her being tired all the time could be that she's out of shape. So
Right.
that could take care of some of the tiredness. Not saying that excuses mess, but at the same time, he need to just go to her and say, babe, you know, I bought you these things because I really want you to get back in shape and be back to that girl that you was when we met.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping hints ain't nothing.
Right. Sometimes you just gotta be clear.
Right.
She has 2 toddlers, which means she has mom brain.
Right.
You saying, here's a bite, she's probably like, the kids need milk.
Right. Like I was this morning. I need to do this.
Right.
This.
Here's a bite. Oh, that's something I can put the clothes on when I take it out the laundry.
Exactly.
But yeah, I understand his point of view too, because if you people are attracted to tights, which is understandable. But maybe he could offer, like, on the weekends, I'll take the kids so that you can get some rest, and maybe on Saturday you can rest enough that on Sunday we can go for a walk.
Exactly.
We can, walk a mile, walk the neighborhood, and then if you keep walking, I know, like, whenever I'm trying to start back exercising, I start off with walking, because I eventually move up my steps and I get more energy and I'm able to do everything else. But I know I have to pace myself, so I start off with walking around my neighborhood.
Right.
1 or 2 times.
Right.
Like, don't do subtle hints.
Yeah.
Just be honest.
Just be upfront with it. Is it gonna hurt her feelings? Problem. It's gonna happen. But I bet she would respect you more if you would just tell her straight up instead of throwing your little hints or whatnot.
Right.
And yeah, like Chastity said, help out with the kids. Like, don't expect her to go all day. And then when you get, I don't know if you work 12-hour shifts, you get on 8, you think she gonna go in there and work out. That ain't happening.
Oh. You're chasing after a 1 and 3-year-old all day.
And men put women in a situation where they do most of the work, even if they are working.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard. Like, y'all need to get a different mentality when it comes to kids. Kids isn't work.
Kids is a whole job. Whole job.
That's why when I get rich, the
That's
first
right.
thing I'm getting is a maid / housekeeper / babysitter / nanny / educator / teacher, whatever.
Look, these kids almost grown. Can't wait till they gone.
Ain't no almost grown. Almost grown to me like 16, 17. We got a long ways more to go.
Once they turn 13, they on their own.
No, okay. Good luck on that. Oh, man.
Like, they get a job.
All right. Well, for the next one, I found this post. I'm just going to show it.
I'm scared. Because all I saw was this thing.
Black women. There's nothing more manlier than a black woman. But that ain't the part that got me. But what really got me was the comment below. He got the hand claps. Listen here. I'm only going to say this once. The dark community harbors rapists, Kobe, and pedos, R. Kelly, murderers, OJ. Y'all should be ashamed.
Is he white?
Yeah.
So did he not know that half of the serial killers?
I think he white.
Oh,
I
what?
need to look him up. Chris Dangerfield.
He
He
probably
sound
is.
white. I don't know no black Dangerfield. But yeah, explain. She got nothing. Explain.
What?
Please explain. Let's see if I can find him there. Chris Dangerfield. Let's see.
I just cannot. I cannot. He probably knew. Other people probably don't look him up.
Yeah,
He gone.
he probably gone.
He
Anyhow.
gone.
I mean, first of all, he had the audacity to say it, but then he gonna do the black woman clapping the comment.
All right.
I don't do that. You do the
I
clap.
just did this.
What you not gonna do? You might get that.
I ain't got time to do that. That's too much exercise.
Yeah, that's too much.
I ain't got time.
You said too much exercise.
I already got asthma. I ain't about to be moving all this. No.
So then you want to clap back?
No, I don't want no clap back.
You got nothing.
I ain't got no, because I wish I had looked this up so I could have been ready with statistics on all the foolish ass white people that's out there.
That part.
Get on my nerves. I can't stand people.
I just don't understand how people just have the audacity to post this stuff. Like, who gave you permission
Nobody.
to be ignorant?
Kill them. Kill them all dead. Kill them. Sick of y'all. Get on my nerves.
Oh man, anywho.
But I'm still trying to figure out how does that make black women manly?
Maybe because people think that, again, I know I just said I need to work on this, but people think that black women are too independent. Like, not saying, I'm trying to say this without sounding stupid or ignorant, but a lot of times in white relationships, the woman always take the back burner. And a lot of more times, not saying that it don't happen, but a lot more times, black women not afraid to speak up for themselves.
But that's not our fault.
So, or they not afraid to try to climb up on a ladder and try to fix the garage. Whatever the case may be. Not saying this for everybody, because there's some black women who really, stay in the back burner too. But if you look statistically, a lot more times black women speak up more for themselves. So they feel like that we trying to be the man. Is what I think now. I might be wrong. He might be coming from a different place, but but I think that's what he was trying to get at, maybe. I
don't care what he was trying to get at. Fuck yeah.
She was doing so good. She was doing so good.
Get on my nerves. Sick of people. Doggone it.
Right. Anyway, we gonna get off of that before you start cussing some more. But you wanted to touch on the Meek Mill situation. Tell the people what happened.
So Meek Mill went to Atlanta, and they have these water boys down there that they call them as young guys that sell bottles of water for $1 and all that kind of good stuff. So Meek Mill, I think it was like 6 or 7 boys, and Meek Mill gave them $20. And they was asking for more money. He posted the video on Instagram, I think. And people were saying that he should have gave them more than $20. And I'm just trying to figure out, why do people feel like, number one, why do people feel like celebrities owe anybody anything?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we trying to see what their checkbooks are doing? And $20 for a bottle of water is already too much.
Actually, this story said he decided to give them $20 in exchange for no water.
Oh.
So he didn't get the high Hillsmith's water. And they complained. Yeah, the story said that people was pretty much saying that it was a whole group of kids. Why just give them one $20 bill?
But with the $20 bill, you could go to the store, buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more cases and make more money.
Right.
Like, you can make more money off of that. Well, I don't know what kind of water they had, but if you cheap like me and you get the Food Line water, it's only $1.
I get that Nimbus Smart water all the time. My paying no hotel, spend some water.
It's $1 is a change.
You get a whole 20 pack for $2.
Right.
Shoot, $20, that's a pretty good upcharge.
Right.
I must say so myself.
Go out there and get you about 10 more cases of water and sell that, and you done came up off of that $20.
Right. The problem is that either way you go, you can't win. Like, people either gonna complain you gave all of them money, now you just throwing your money around at kids, or you not enough money. So, hey, need do you.
Right. But you said yourself.
I ain't say all that, but
yes.
Do you?
Hey, Meek.
Hit up the party. occasionalpasta@gmail.com. Hit us up. Come express yourself. Right, he really gonna do that. But yeah, come tell her how you feel.
I would be like this the whole time. And I'm like, is she crazy? That's what you ask me. Is she crazy?
I swear she was doing a lot of talking before I came on here. What happened? But yeah, she be looking at you meat.
All in the eyes.
You might want to park far away and walk so she don't follow you.
He be at a stoplight like, Lord, this girl crazy.
Like, you remember me? Alright, that's enough of that foolishness. Let's go on to...
Do you have makeup on?
Just a little bit.
Are you a boy?
Yeah.
You want to be a girl?
No, not at all.
Then why do you have makeup and you have long hair?
Because, I like to feel pretty. But that doesn't mean I want to be a girl.
Well, I'm thankful for you.
You're what?
I'm thankful for you.
Aww. That's so nice.
You should be famous.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's out of my control. Maybe one day.
I'm gonna go God bless you and give you the holy water. So you could go be famous and be really nice.
Okay, thank you. I'll remember this. Bye.
Bye.
So, I absolutely loved that video. It just showed like how pure kids are and how we all started out just so innocent and with little to no hatred in our bodies, and everything is learned. And I think that guy, he was like shocked whenever he said that. Because have you ever seen the app?
Mm-mm.
So it's like a social media type of thing. But anyway, it's people that's on videos, and different people can come on your video and y'all just talk like just random 10-second conversations, a minute conversation or whatever. And a lot of times it'd be like social media famous people or whatever. And they be doing it, and 9 times out of 10, it'd be a whole bunch of little kids that come on the videos, and they be saying little stupid stuff and cussing. I was looking at one the other day, and this little boy showed his butt. They be jacking off on there. They be doing some stupid stuff. So I think he was shocked whenever he was like, "I want God to bless you." Like, I was just like,
Oh no.
"Oh, the feels. You're so pure."
It was so sweet.
I just love it.
I wish they could rub off on my child. Let me tell you, my 12-year-old. I don't know where he get his information from, but when it comes to talk about people who are a little bit different, like, you know, gay people, lesbians, whatever the case may be, he automatically goes, "Ew," and I'm like, no, don't do that. I have to remind him all the time, we have to love everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. He was actually watching a show earlier on Netflix, and the girl, it was him and the girl and the guy was talking that was friends or whatever, and I guess she thought that he liked him or what, liked her or whatever the case may be. He was like, "No, I'm gay," like on the cartoon. So it's out there for these kids to learn it. But where does he get it from? Where does he get the fact that you're not supposed to like gay people? Or he can get it from me.
From TV, friends, school. You would be surprised. You'd be surprised what these kids learn.
What they talking about these days?
Child. Everything. I don't know. Like, I like whenever my kids hear stuff that they probably don't need to hear, and they come back. One of the things that drives me crazy about them, but I absolutely love, is they tell me everything they have heard under the sun, whether they probably shouldn't have told me because they probably gonna get in trouble. But I like whenever they come back to me and tell me stuff, and then we can have an open discussion about it. I try to. Sometimes some of the stuff I'm like, I'm not ready for this conversation quite yet.
Right.
I need to take a step back.
Yeah. Let's reevaluate.
Like,
Rewind.
I was ready. Let me go Google my answer.
I need some advice. How to handle it. But yeah, I really need to do better with my son and have more deep conversations about things like race and sex and sex.
It's time to have a sex talk.
Oh no, I just don't want to do it.
You got to.
Do I have to?
It's the law.
You know what?
You got to. How old is he? 13?
They don't do the thing like they used to when they used to put the girls in one class and the boys in the other. Did they do that? Yeah. They did that with us. They put the girls in one and boys in the other, and they showed a video and they showed all the parts and stuff and showed how baby was made.
Whack. Sex ed in school was whack.
They don't do that no more though. They just leave it on us.
It should be, because that mess that they was teaching us was,
The basics.
It was the basics, but they should have went further than what they went. Whenever I was in college, I had a friend that was a virgin. I hope she listened to this. If she is, I love you, girl. But so she was a virgin, so she claimed. So one day we was talking or whatever, and come to find out she was having anal sex. That's all she's had, multiple times.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, "No, I'm still a virgin," which, I mean, technically, Yeah.
I mean, the hymen was in place, so I guess.
I mean, but you can break your hymen by falling on a bike. You can break your hymen in other ways than just having sex.
I wish I broke my hymen by falling on a bike. Anyways, continue.
So anyway, we was like, you're not a virgin. And she was like, I am, because this is what I learned and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, that is so ignorant. Like, how did you not think that wasn't sex? Like, it's still sex.
Her parents didn't talk to her like I didn't talk to her. That's how. Oh, I just ain't ready.
So it's just like, the school give the basics, but then you got to go deeper than that, because I was, now that I think about it, how many other people claim to be virgins that done a whole bunch of risky stuff that they probably shouldn't have done.
Right. They made sure they drilled in STDs in that class.
Oh, child.
At least they did without in my class, but that was half of the conversation, which I guess that's good. Scare the person away, maybe. But in today's world, none of that scare nobody. Like, I'm careful. Oh, okay.
He look clean.
I did the test. Yeah, nah, partner.
Yeah, so it's time to have to talk.
Can you do it for me?
Hell no. I don't even want to have to talk with mine. I don't want to have that real talk with him.
Y'all pray for me. I think his daddy should do it.
Make him do it. I don't know. Because men, they either going to be too vulgar or they going to patty cake it up.
Yeah. His daddy would probably be too vulgar. He'd be like, "It's gonna feel good."
You gonna get back there like this?
That's how you got here, boy. That's how you got here.
And he come back like, "Guess what my daddy told me?" You like,
Honey,
that is not.
He would totally do that. He would come to me and be like, "Daddy had talked to me about sex." I would definitely hear about it. Really.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let him do it. And then whenever he come back to tell you, I want to be here so I can hear it.
You know what? I thought she was going to say something profound. I want to be here.
I'll be laughing.
She wrong.
Hey, I need to know. I need to know so I can be prepared whenever I have this talk.
We done went way past one. Anyway, on a serious note.
Kids are pure.
Kids are pure.
Y'all stop tainting them.
That's right. Stop it.
Sick of y'all.
All right, so this has been another episode of Occasionally Posh, where we enjoy life, laughs, and shenanigans. And I have been Sunshine. Please tune in, watch our past episodes that you haven't seen. Please like and subscribe and share, follow, comment, so on and so forth, and tell your friends, family, and loved ones about us.
And send us some questions.
Please.
We wanna act like we know what we're talking about and try to answer y'all questions.
That's right.
And we really don't know what we're talking about.
And we're really good about giving other people advice, just not ourselves. So I'm just saying. Please send in your questions to occasionallyposh@gmail.com. Also, we have had 2 live episodes with women. We would love to have an episode on male thoughts as well. So any men out there that want to join in on our podcast and want to be real and honest and be ready for good questions that they need to answer.
Because I'm be like, why do you keep hurting me?
You gonna be like, that wasn't me, I promise.
Calm down, baby girl. Like, I don't get it.
Chris actually has a coworker who is like really silly. Like, he's just a nut. And he said something about like taking his toe and putting it up. Anyway, I keep trying to tell Chris to let him come on our podcast. And thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.